Algorithm change number one that you need to make sure that you're adapting to before 2026, if you want to grow faster on YouTube right now, is you need to make sure that you begin replying to comments with voice notes. This is a brand new feature that YouTube just released. And if you know anything about YouTube, it's that whenever they come out with a new feature, you need to make sure that you adapt to it. You need to be doing two things with this. One, make sure that you are leaving the voice mode, and you want to make sure that you're replying to as many comments as humanly possible. In fact, this is one of the biggest things that I did in order to grow this channel to over 870,000 subscribers and this channel over 80,000 subscribers, because I replied to every single person. Essentially what this does is two things. One, it just makes somebody like you more. When you take the time to reply to them, guess what it does? It increases the bond and increases the relationship that you have with your audience, which increases the odds that they watch your next video. The second thing that it does is when you reply to somebody's comment, it actually gets them to come back to your content. And then what this does is shows a stronger signal to YouTube that, hey, this person really likes this page. So then when you upload additional content, that content that gets shown to that person. And if you know anything about YouTube, for every one view that you get on YouTube, you are eligible to get 7 more impressions. So the more views that you can stack up, the more impressions that you get on future videos and on your past videos, which is why this feature is so important and you need to make sure you're adapting to it. Change number two is that YouTube is now prioritizing content that's actually being used in order to grow your audience. Lucky for you, they now show you this as an analytics. What you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to make sure that you're looking at this and coming up with new content ideas or coming up with new content strategies based off of it. Let me explain. So the way that you're going to figure this out is you are going to come over to your analytics, you are going to come over into audience right here, and then what this is going to show you is content that is actually growing your audience. From here, you'll be able to scroll down a little bit and we could see that I have 3 videos that are making my new viewers return. And that's essentially what YouTube is looking for. So we can see one of the videos is about ChatGPT's new feature. You can see the other one is that Google Gemini's new features are amazing. And we can see the other one that Google Gemini's free new upgrades are mind-blowing. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that when I create future content that I'm building it off of these thumbnails, off of these topics, and off of these different ideas. So what I could actually do is I could come over here, take a screenshot of this, then come over to ChatGPT, upload this in here and say, these videos are helping me grow my audience on YouTube. Please help me identify different patterns and trends based on them. In addition, please let me know 5 to 10 ideas per each of these videos that I should make next. And what this is going to do is this is a really easy way to take your YouTube analytics, get ChatGPT to explain them to you, and then go through and tell you why it's working. So it says that these titles are doing well for a very specific reason, and we could go through. So platform, authority, shock pattern. So both of these titles, or all 3 of these titles, use ChatGPT or Google Gemini and then instantly signals credibility, scale, and if they're doing this matters. In addition to that, the new capabilities feature framing. So I'm not saying here's a tool, I'm not saying here's a setting. What I'm doing is that this unlocks a new ability and this actually goes through and makes somebody curious. And then the third thing is they all have emotionally charged but not clickbait language. Fourth, they all have future shock / early advantage. And then if we come down here, this gives me a bunch of other content ideas that are absolutely amazing that are all based off of these, and you could use this in order to grow your audience faster on YouTube because you don't only have to use this for long form content, you could use it for lives or you could use it for short form content. Now, change number 3 is that YouTube actually wants to shift how frequently you're currently posting on YouTube. So if you're one of those people that tries to upload a long form video every day or tries to upload long form content incredibly frequently, YouTube doesn't actually like this anymore. Now YouTube wants you to post at a maximum 3 to 4 times a week on long form, but what they do want you to do is post more shorts. So essentially what I'm saying is you need to begin posting less long form content and more short form content if you want to take advantage of this current YouTube algorithm. Now, this doesn't mean that your long form views are going to have to go down, or it doesn't mean that you can't optimize your long form content still, because there's a massive opportunity right now, especially as we head into 2026, for you to go through and optimize the thumbnails, the titles, the description, and the tags on all of your old content in order to get it kicked back into the algorithm. Because there's something right now with the YouTube algorithm where you make changes to content, they then increase the impressions you get on that content, and it increases the odds that that content gets rediscovered. And my personal favorite way to do this is using vidIQ, because if you come over to vidIQ and you click on optimize right here, you could go through and optimize both your long form content and your shorts directly from inside of here. For example, if we come over here, we could see that this video right here, they're saying that the title and the thumbnail weren't that good, and we could do multiple things from this. One, if we wanted to actually get this video pushed out more, we could click on create clips, and this will generate clips for this video. Or if we click into this, this will actually go through and give us different title suggestions. It will give us different thumbnail suggestions, and we can actually go through and build a new thumbnail directly from inside of here. This goes through the details, and we could go through and we could regenerate or refine the tags and the description, and we could even get a content score. Essentially what this is going to do is watch your video and tell you what parts of it you should take out, what parts of it you should fix, and what you should do differently next time. And we could see that what this does is makes it really easy for us to go through and actually make a better video. In fact, it literally shows you right here what this is going to look like when you change the title and the thumbnail. And if we come over here, we could see exactly what we should change. So these things need improvement, and then guess what? We can actually come over here and edit this and edit it with AI using vidIQ. And essentially what vidIQ does is they make it incredibly easy for you to be able to go through and optimize all of your old content so it gets re-picked up by the algorithm. And this is actually one of my biggest secrets. Because if I actually come into my analytics, we could see that I get 1.8 million views a month, which means I get around 70,000 views a day. And if we scroll down over here, what you're going to notice is that this video is from 2023. This video is from the summer. This video is from September. It's not my new content that's getting the most views. It's my old content, because I'm constantly going through and I'm optimizing it with vidIQ in order to increase the reach, not only on the new content that I'm getting, but also on all of my old content. And if you want to get more views on YouTube without having to work really hard, because vidIQ literally does work for you, or without having to record new content, you need to make sure that you're using this tool. And the best part about vidIQ is that if you go to the pinned comment below right now, you can get started with it today for only $1. Please don't let $1 be the difference between you working really hard on YouTube and not getting the views that you want versus using vidIQ and all of their great AI tools in order for you to optimize your old content to get more views without having to record new content. Change number 4 is you need to make sure that when you're uploading YouTube Shorts right now, especially if you're not one of those creators that grew strictly from uploading YouTube Shorts, is that you turn off showing your Shorts to your subscribers. Because if you show your Shorts to your subscribers right now, what could be happening is they could actually be looking at your content saying, I don't want to watch this. And then YouTube doesn't push out your content to new people to help you find a new audience. And here's how you could tell if this is affecting you. So what you want to do is you actually want to come over to one of your shorts. For example, this video right here, we are going to click on this. We want to come into the analytics right here. Then we want to click on advanced mode. Now, what this is going to allow us to do is we can actually get a breakdown here based on subscription status. So this shows us what average view duration we're getting from subscribers versus not subscribed. So we could see that personally, for my audience loves watching YouTube Shorts. So we could see that my average view duration is really high from them. So me personally, I don't want to turn off this setting. But if you look at this right here, and your non-subscribed average view duration is higher than your subscribers, that's a sign that your subscribers don't want to see that content, don't want to see that type of content, don't want to see those shorts. In fact, this applies to all content on YouTube. So make sure you're checking this to figure out whether or not your subscribers should be showing your content. And if they shouldn't be showing your content, you just have to come into the details. When you go to upload something, you need to scroll down a little bit right here. It's going to be kind of right under the tags, and you'll see it right here, publish to subscription feed and notify subscribers. If your subscribers aren't engaging with your content, make sure you check this off. Then the final thing that you need to make sure that you're doing right now on YouTube is leaning into the 2 things that YouTube is really pushing. The first one is going to be when people hype up your content, and the second is going to be you using the collaboration feature. I would strongly suggest you begin to use these new features because they're going to help you grow way faster by getting YouTube's algorithm to identify, hey, this person is doing the right things and using the right features, and then they'll push out your content more. Okay, so here's how you actually take advantage of those new features. In order to do the collaboration, what you're going to do is you're going to come over to the piece of content that you are uploading, and you are going to scroll down a little bit. You're going to see invite a collaborator right here, and you could click on this and you could see that you could actually invite somebody by just searching for their channel. For example, if I wanted to collaborate with my own channel, I would click on Rob the AI guy. I could choose whether or not to show the analytics. Then we could click on create link, and then what that's going to do is send a request to my other channel in order to show this content on my other channel. Now, the other thing that you need to make sure that you're doing is you need to make sure that your hypes are turned on. Now, in order to actually turn this on, you need to make sure that two things are true. One, you need to have less than 500,000 subscribers, and two, you need to have more than 500 subscribers. If that's you, you're gonna come over into your settings right here. You're gonna click on channel, you're gonna click on advanced settings, you are then going to scroll all the way down. You're gonna see hype right here, and you need to make sure that this is turned on. If this is turned off, it's probably why you're not getting the views or subscribers that you want to on YouTube right now. In addition to that, these video quality enhancements, you need to make sure that this is turned on and this is turned on, because those are also brand new features that YouTube just released. Now, if you want one-on-one help to grow faster on YouTube, where I could literally tell you exactly what titles you should be using, what kind of content you should create, I could critique your content for you, I could help you make thumbnails and all of that, I'd strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through the 3 different ways we can work together one-on-one, and I can help you grow faster on YouTube. In fact, these changes help this creator gain over 100,000 subscribers, this creator over 500,000, and this creator over 1 million subscribers, and I want those same exact results for you. If that sounds interesting and you want to take the struggle out of growing on YouTube, check out this video.